Hey everybody, Canje here with an unboxing. Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion. I picked this up this morning at Target and it's still sealed. It's in the bag. You don't even have to worry about it, so I didn't go through anything and open it up. So we're going to go through this opening up. I'm super excited about this. This is a 1 to 4 player co-op made by Supplementary Games. And it's basically an introduction to Gloomhaven. People who think Gloomhaven is too dense, they can go ahead and play this game to kind of get into it. And it is a prequel to Gloomhaven, so they can play this game, and then after they play it, they can say, oh my gosh, this was so much fun, I want to get into the deepness of Gloomhaven, and then get into that. And then afterwards, you go to Frosthaven. So without further ado, let's dig in. So I'm very excited for this game. I think this is going to be amazing, especially since it's one player that, you know, during this time where everybody's kind of trapped inside, you don't have to, you know, so you can say, hey, I can game a big game without a big beefy game. And they said it's not supposed to be beefy, it's supposed to be a little bit lighter, but this is kind of what it is. So let's go ahead and lift this off. First of all, before I do that, and I know you're like, just take off the box top, but it feels so good, and the smell of a new box opening is fantastic. We'll turn it to the all sides so you can see Jaws of the Lion that's on here. You are a member of the Jaws of the Lion, one of the most infamous mercenary groups in this rundown backwater. When a sinister cabal starts disappearing the less fortunate of the city, it somehow falls to you to get to the bottom of it, so long as you get paid for your troubles. I'm a merc. You have the Demolitionist, which shows here, mini. The Hatchet, very cool looking mini. The Red Guard, and the Voidwarden. So, based on the highest rated game, Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion is a fully co-op campaign of tactical combat. You don't need anything to prepare the combat or anything like that. It includes 2 scenario books, including 25 scenarios total. Learn as you play. 4 playable minis. And 16 unique monster standees, city map with stickers, and 20 plus event cards and tokens, 1 4 player, 30-minute per player playtime. Interesting. So play as a standalone or as an expansion to Gloomhaven. Since it's a prequel, I'm going to be playing this first before I dive in. Alright, without further ado, welcome to Gloomhaven. Stop! Read this before you do anything else. There are more components in this box than you may be used to, and it's important to make sure that they are organized before you start to play the game. This sheet will give you step-by-step instructions on how to easily organize your game box and where to go from here, so you can start playing as fast as possible. Awesome. So below this sheet in the box are 4 booklets as well. This is really well put. Look at how they kind of say, okay, we're going to lay out all this stuff for you so you can see everything that's there, everything that goes into bags where it needs to go, plastic trays where it needs to go. Supplementary Games has done a great job with doing this. I love this. You will see 6 punch cards. It's like explaining everything to you. Left in the box, you will find 4 larger tuck boxes, so it kind of breaks down everything that you're going to see, the minis that you're going to see, and a scan code. Looks like Watch It Played. Rodney Smith has basically covered this, and they're highlighting that, which is great. Good job, Rodney. So, Jaws of the Lion, Learn to Play Guide. Remember, they were saying that's what you'd find on top, the Learn to Play Guide, which kind of goes through telling you how to do the setup, how combat works if you're brand new to Gloomhaven, even the rules for the scenario to kind of walk you through what needs to be done, and scenario complete information that happens after you beat it. Jaws of the Lion, which is, this is the scenario book. What's this guy? This is the glossary, the rules glossary. So this kind of walks you through what every single thing means in the book. It's really well done. I'm going to channel my inner KOA to flip to the back. And no index. But that's okay. It still has some information. I'm saying that's okay because I'm so excited for this game that I'm willing to give it a pass. It doesn't even have an index in the front of the glossary. KOA is going to have a good time with that. Then we've got the supplementary scenario book that goes along. So Gloomhaven, its main one, has a set of tiles that that basically you lay out on the front of it. But in this Jaws of the Lion, they've left everything to the scenario books. And so these are supplements that go on, so when things happen, you just kind of fold it and attach it to the main scenario book as to what's going on. These lay themselves out really, really well. I'm just going to spin through. People who don't want spoilers, I won't spoil it for you, but people who don't care, it's there. So that's that. Then there's the scenario booklet. Kind of reads through these different type of items that are on here. I'm not going to spoil it for myself. I'm just going to flip through and not really look. So people who care about this type of stuff, can take a look at just kind of the artwork that's in here. When I start playing, I'm going to thoroughly enjoy going through all these different things that are on here. But for right now, nope, not looking. Gloomhaven stickers. Oh, it folded. So I guess this one, when it was packaged, it just didn't get folded right. But you have the sticker sets that's on here that you get to place like in the rest of Gloomhaven on its main map that's there. We've got some punch boards which have hit points, coins, whatnot. I'll put that over here. Hazards. We've got the elemental build-up board, effects that happen, treasure chests, some items that are on there. And then we've got the the baddies. So these are the punch-out cards. Looks like there's some bosses here, possibly. A rat. We've got some chewy-looking people, stuff like that you can see, some worms. So those are some bad guys that we're going to fight. Some more bad guys. So there's the elemental board. I purchased a special elemental board from Etsy, and that when I'm playing this game, I'm going to use that instead of this, but I hope you enjoy it nonetheless, and this is for you if you're interested. For those who have that. Next board, more bad guys, all punched out boards, and it's like they have the numbers on there too, board 5, board 4, so you can kind of see how that just kind of lends itself out. That's pretty cool. Looks like some information here at the bottom that has, looks like different names, Red Guard, so bad guy names, so those are the tokens for probably the tracking board, some effect areas, and then we have Gloomhaven, the map of Gloomhaven. It's all its beauty, and that's what these stickers go to. So as we unlock new things in Gloomhaven, we'll place the stickers where necessary, as it is a full-on campaign that is happening. People who are used to Gloomhaven are used to a lot of these things that they see. The health tracker, that's nothing new, and it's still pretty. So they've kept that consistent. We've got some deck cards that fold up. Ooh, look, they have even a storage system for them. Supplementary games, you just became tops to me. I mean, they put an entire storage solution in here. Before I thought, okay, I'm going to get this, and then I have to dump all this back in here, and it's not going to be great. And they start by telling you that in the before you begin piece. But look at this, and this is really good. I mean, it's not... You're not going to be like, oh, this is the greatest storage solution I've seen, but it works. It does what you need it to do, and it's empty. So as you punch out all that stuff, you can lay it all in here, put it all together, even the inside. So here are the boxes that we see. I'm not going to open these boxes only because these, looks like this is the player board information stuff. I'm going to leave this a secret and let other people who don't mind doing spoilers on these do them, only because I want to be surprised when I open these up. These are 4 different mini sets that we'll get from the base 4 that we start off with. The hatchets, the different types that are out there. And I don't want to spoil it for myself. I'm going to be playing this 4-player, solo. So I'm going to get a chance to try all of these. And as I advance in career, I'm going to open up these new minis that are on here. I'm going to open up the base minis here so you can see, but I will not open up these sealed boxes because I won't do it. I won't do it. So these are the boss cards that are on here. So these are their ability sets. So as you open those up, they're there. Standees, things to hold, standees, the modifier location, unavailable items and encounter events. So these are headers for whenever you put those cards down, like this modifier deck that's here. And then we have, what is this? This is the filler card. So basically, in Gloomhaven, what you would do is these are the monsters, right? So you see this one here, and you know what? I don't mind taking out one of them for you to look. I know everyone's probably doing these videos, so you're not going to be thrown off by surprise on this, but it looks like it's the different types and levels of monsters that are here, that you can see what they can do as you turn. And what you end up doing is you slide based on what it is. So you say this is 0 level, so you slide it in here, right? So it's like, okay, this is the monster I'm facing. This is what it's going to do. This is when there's, given the count of how many are there. So if there are 6 there, this is where you do the health sets for them. And that's how that lines up. So that's really great. And they put 6, 6, then they've got 10, 10. So you're going to be facing off some baddies, and based on the amount of players that you have, the game will scale. So don't think that one player is going to get mobbed down and mowed away. And let's see, there is the modifier deck for you or the monsters. Items that you'll get to do. Missions, solo missions that you get to help get experience. And the city missions that come here. So there was something interesting in the last Gloomhaven box that I don't know if any of you saw when you did it, but if you pulled up at the bottom of the old Gloomhaven box, oh, they didn't do it here. But at the bottom of the first Gloomhaven box, there was a special message from Supplementary Games and Isaac Childress. So I think I thought it would be in here as well, but it's not. That's okay. We'll just put these back. I'm not doing a lot of like where I just rip open everything and dive into it so you can see, because I want to be surprised myself. The monsters here, I don't mind. I can pop this open and put them back. So you'll see there's blood horrors, and they're two-sided, so this is like a chaos demon with different sides. Okay, so that depends on how many you have to run into and the numbers that you encounter. Vermling Raiders, Living Spirit, Black Imp, Stone Golem, and Giant Viper, and a bunch of other ones that are on there. And I'm sliding them back into their covers only because you have no idea how excited I am about this. I've been wanting to play Gloomhaven, but because of this, you can still say, well, you can play it solo, right? But when I heard about Jaws of the Lion, I was going to dive into Gloomhaven, and I was like, no, it's a prequel. I'm going to wait. So the monster deck that's here that just has their modifiers. We've got different things that happen in here that push through. Get those, you get the bag. I mean, everything just fits so well. Take this, put it back in here. I mean, look how well everything's fitting back in here. And this is a shorter set, right? I mean, I know you're like, oh, come on, Canje, you can show me way more than this, but I just don't want to spoil it for myself. I think it's just going to be so fantastic. I mean, I'm layering everything back in here like it was when it came. Putting this here, and then doing the whoa, 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 buddy, whoa. So these are initiative order tokens, so you can get the initiative order. That's what those were. And then you have the different thing, the event cards, the attack modifier cards, item cards, all those different items that are on there. And then, very important, do not open the small boxes with the A, B, C, D markings, only because they go through. So you'll read through this item, and I left it there for a while if you wanted to pause and kind of read for yourself, but you'll read through this item that's here and go through the beauty that is Jaws of the Lion. As soon as I finish, I have one more game to play, and then after that I have one more thing that I'm going to be, one more game to play of one of the 3 that I'm playing now. After that, I'm in the Jaws of the Lion, so you're going to watch me play through this thing live, and it's going to be fun and fantastic. But until then, happy playing, stay safe, happy Father's Day, and hope you all do well. This is Canje saying, see